Welcome back to Be Spice. In this session, under Mastering Alarms, in session 14, we'll focus on alarm shelving. So, alarm shelving in the sense, circumstances when the shelving is allowable and the release, one shot shelving, and of course, the alarms for equipments and the test. These three aspects we are going to focus. So, alarm shelving. As you know, shelving is a manual function activated by the operator to temporarily prevent an alarm from being displayed when it is causing a distraction and overload. As simple as that. Okay. So a shell alarm will be removed from the list and will not repeat until unshelled. So shelving is very useful and powerful operational tool for the management of an alarm system because even with the excellent system management, it is inevitable that some alarms will sometimes become temporarily of no value. So this may be due to the instrument malfunction or lack of maintenance or noise causing repeating alarms. So the usability of the alarm system is increased by allowing an operator to eliminate the distraction from alarms that the operator knows are of no operational relevance. Okay, so this is just an intro about the alarm shelving. Now we go into the circumstances when shelving is allowable. See, because of its power to hide alarms, shelving should be used only in the certain circumstances. So let's see what are all those. Operators has quick and easy access to view the list of shelled alarms and can print it out. So this situation is one of the circumstances he can use this, right? Then operator can very easily unshell an alarm. Okay, right. Then operating procedures require the operators at shift changeover to check the list of shell alarms and the reasons for them being there. And operators are fully trained in the implication of shelving and are seen to be using it responsibly. Okay, so practices are in place such that one operator controlling the process area cannot shelve an alarm without another operator controlling the same process area. So that's circumstances when shelving is allowable. Okay, to add on further, shelving is normally performed from an alarm list. So each alarm to be shelved should have to be individually selected. So once selected, it is acceptable to allow several alarms to be shelled as a group. Okay. So it is desirable if shelled alarms are displayed on a process mimic graphic in some fairly low contrast coding that is less obvious than the normal alarms. So we can easily differentiate. So this is the only possible if the shelled and release alarm or process within the alarm handling software and not blocked at the input to it. So that is the point. We should not block at the input to it. Okay, right. So this is the circumstances. Okay. While it is essential, there can be advantages in requiring the operator to fill in the form when the alarms are shelled. You can't just like that do it, right? So, when they fill the form, so they have to record the alarm shelled, the person shelving the alarm, the reason for shelving, the time of shelving, planned time of unshelving, and additional information related to the job number, all these. Okay. So it may be beneficial to present this form to the operator on the alarm display to ensure it is filled when the shelving is done. So then at the planned time of unshelving, either the operator might be prompted to unshell the alarm or the alarm might be automatically unshelled. So a further feature is often provided as a default, like maximum shell time allowed, after which the alarm is automatically unshelled. Okay. Some users consider this as a core safety feature. Okay. So here one point also I want to inform you. Careful consideration should be given to whether shelving can be applied to every alarm or whether it should not be possible for some alarms like highly managed alarm. However, in practice, any faulty alarm, including HMA, highly managed alarm, can be a distraction and therefore shelving should be allowed unless there is some other method. Okay, right. So, yeah, this is about the shelving. Right. Then we go into the release, one shot shelving. See, basically, what is this? A release is a facility that can be applied to a standing alarm in a similar way to the shelving. Okay. So the released alarm is temporarily removed from the list and put on the shelf. So there is no indication to the operator when the alarm clears, but it is taken off the shelf. Okay. So hence when the alarm is raised again, it appears on the alarm list in a normal way. So thus the release is effectively one shot shelving. That's all. So this facility is useful when there is an alarm which the operator fully understand because it's from a plant maintenance and expect to stand for some time. Okay. So this is also one way of shelving, one shot shelving. Okay. Then we go into the third topic, alarms for equipment under test. You know, friends, it is very common for numerous alarms to be generated from plant and equipment when it is undergoing maintenance or testing. Very common, usual thing, right? So routine testing of automatic protection system can be a particular problem. So logic can in principle be used to automatically suppress this alarm, but this is difficult because testing is generally carried out when the process is shut down. So the maintenance work which is often being done in parallel with the testing could invalidate the status signal needed by the suppression logic. So the suppression logic needs signal to detect the start and end of the activity. Okay. So, as an alternative approach is to provide the facilities so that the operators can manually demote free predetermined group of alarm to a status at which they are displayed but do not generate an audible indication or require acceptance. This approach is relatively simple to implement but does require responsible and systematic use by the operator to avoid alarm being left demoted when testing is completed. Okay. So the use of timeout to ensure that the priorities are automatically reset should be considered. It is also important to recognize that the equipment under maintenance is a common source of hazard and care should be taken that alarms indicating these hazards remain active. So this is one way of doing shelving, which is about alarms for equipment under test. So that's all I have for all these shelving concept. Next one, I'm going to talk about alarm rationalization, which is very important actually, very important in the sense you would have heard this. There are a lot of companies doing all these alarm rationalization procedure, all these, right, once the system is installed, right? So that is what I'm going to dive deep actually. So thanks for your all your support, but of course I didn't get what I was supposed to get it. I'm putting a lot of effort, but somehow, I think, anyway, so it's all in the game. Okay, let's see how it goes. And probably that could be the last video, the alarm rationalization, if not much of support. Thanks again, and see you soon in alarm rationalization. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.